Walk into any home, and you'll instantly notice something feels off about their art placement. But most people can't pinpoint exactly what's wrong. The problem isn't the artwork itself, it's where they've hung it. In fact, there are 7 critical mistakes that turn beautiful art into visual disasters. And chances are, you're making at least 3 of them right now. The worst part? These mistakes can make your investment in art feel wasted and leave your rooms feeling unbalanced and cramped. Stick around, and you'll learn 7 simple fixes that instantly lift your room's look. What you're about to discover will change how you see every piece of art in your home. The most expensive mistake happens within seconds of someone entering your living room. They scan the walls, and their brain immediately registers that something feels wrong, even though they might not articulate it. This disconnect creates an uncomfortable visual experience that makes expensive art look cheap and rooms feel awkward. Now let's see the 7 mistakes that break these simple rules. The first deadly mistake involves hanging art too high, which violates the psychological principle of eye-level connection. When artwork sits above eye level, it disconnects from natural sight lines. Here's the quick fix. Center art at about 57 inches from the floor. Many museums and galleries follow a guideline of centering art around eye level, about 5 feet from the floor, for comfortable viewing. This measurement creates optimal viewing comfort because it aligns with average human eye level when standing. When artwork centers at this height, viewers can appreciate details without adjusting their posture, creating a natural, comfortable viewing experience that enhances the art's impact. The second and third mistakes involve wrong sizing and poor spacing, which violate mathematical proportions essential for visual harmony. Small pieces disappear against large walls, while oversized art overwhelms furniture and creates visual chaos. The solution: artwork should occupy 60 to 75% of the wall space above furniture to create proper balance. For gallery walls, maintain 2 to 3 inches between frames to allow individual pieces breathing room while maintaining cohesive groupings. Rooms that violate these principles feel either sparse and incomplete or cluttered and overwhelming. The fourth and fifth mistakes involve ignoring room proportions and mixing incompatible frame styles. Room proportions dictate artwork scale relationships, where high ceilings accommodate larger pieces, while smaller rooms require more modest sizing. Frame materials and finishes must complement room elements rather than compete with them. Mixing ornate gold frames with sleek modern furniture creates visual discord, while matching frame styles to room aesthetics enhances overall design coherence. Lighting failures represent the sixth mistake, where even perfectly placed art becomes invisible without proper illumination strategies. Natural light changes throughout the day, affecting how colors appear and details register. The fix: artwork requires consistent lighting that eliminates glare while highlighting textures and colors effectively. Track lighting, picture lights, or strategically placed lamps can transform mediocre art into stunning focal points, while poor lighting makes expensive pieces fade into backgrounds. The seventh and most overlooked mistake involves color palette conflicts, which undermine all previous placement principles. Match your artwork's dominant tones to your room's palette for instant cohesion. Warm or cool, artwork colors must harmonize with wall colors, furniture finishes, and textile choices to create cohesive visual experiences. Colors that clash create visual tension that makes rooms feel uncomfortable, while harmonious palettes enhance both artwork and room aesthetics. Warm artwork colors complement rooms with warm undertones, while cool colors enhance spaces with cool palettes. When artwork colors conflict with room colors, the pieces appear disconnected from their environment, reducing their visual impact and making spaces feel unbalanced. Proper placement can make any piece, high or low value, look intentional and striking. These principles work together synergistically, where fixing one mistake enhances the other's effectiveness, creating compound improvements in overall room aesthetics. The difference between homes that feel polished and those that feel chaotic often comes down to proper art placement rather than expensive furnishings or extensive renovations. Understanding these 7 principles transforms any space from amateur to professional level design. But the real impact goes far beyond just making your walls look better. These 7 mistakes can leave your space feeling underwhelming and off balance, transforming beautiful spaces into visual disasters that actually decrease property value. Real estate professionals recognize that poorly placed artwork creates negative first impressions that affect buyer perceptions and home valuations. Take time to audit your own home using these principles. Walk through each room and identify which mistakes you're currently making. Implementing even 3 of these fixes will create immediate, dramatic improvements in your space's overall aesthetic appeal. If you try these fixes in your home, share your before and after photos in the comments below. I can't wait to see your results. Follow these 7 simple rules, and you'll display your art like a pro, no designer required.